Good news. As we were tearing down that 1970 Scotty, you know what I could not find very much that we could reuse. That made me a little sad. But as I tore down the front upper cabinets, I found a light. And it's the original Humphreys. A little bit of soul. And that's good. So what I'm going to do today is, this was a gas stove. It ran off the propane in the front. And we're not doing that. This stove, this won't have a stove, it won't have any propane. This will be electric. She's going to camp where there is electric, or she's probably not going to camp. And that's okay. That's a good way to camp. So I'm going to turn this from gas into electric. Original globe. It's a little worse for the wear, but it's original. Original 1970 model. I know some 70 model people that don't look this good. All right. Enough of me pontificating. I'm going to clean up real quick, and then I'm going to scuff it up. Then I'm going to give it a coat of self-etching primer. Self-etching primer. It lays down real nice. Real nice. And then the lights that I'm going to use, I'm going to paint the metal parts silver, because we're going to have a lot of silver trim in this. And so it'll all match, it'll tie together. So I'm going to clean this up, then I'll get my electrical supplies out, and then I'm going to do some electrification. New word. Write that one down. But I'm going to do that. I'm sure Russ is going to double time this for you. He's in a good mood. And then when we come back, I mean, it's going to be a little while, but for you, they're just going to play a bumper. And then I'll be back ready for electrification. All right, here we go. I mean, it looks really sharp. Whoa, can't see that. It looks really sharp, just like this. I'm gonna let this dry for a while. It doesn't take very long, but I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna get, actually I've gotta go get some silver paint. So when it's lunchtime, I'll go grab some silver paint, and I'll get this painted up, and we'll be ready to wire it. Okay, I've got it painted. Look at that. That is beautiful. It looks like it came from the factory that way. That paint just really laid down nice. So I've got all my parts and pieces together. Now, this is the part that the gas would have been regulated into. There would have been a mantle on here, a little ceramic type piece. And then they would put the, I guess maybe that's called the mantle. The part, the sock looking thing is on there. And you light that and it doesn't burn up. It just keeps burning that gas and it puts out a nice light. We're not doing that. We went electric. So this piece, it's just a light socket. And I took some of this JB Weld stuff, not paying me, but it's a good product. They use a lot. And put it around the edge, smushed them together, left them together. You leave them together about 24 hours, you should be there forever. It's a good product. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. I know what you're thinking. Rob, what's with the getup? Well, these bib overalls harken me back to my youth. And when my buddy was on his way to see his mom in Henrietta, Oklahoma, very small town, he said, would you like to go with me to visit my mom? I said, sure I would. She's a good cook. If you're going to stop on your way through Henrietta, Oklahoma, you should stop and get a pair of bib overalls at the Bib Overall House. Literally, that's what they do. They make them while you wait. And so, I don't get suits tailored. I don't get shirts tailored. I'm not that kind of guy. I will, however, wait 30 minutes to have my bib overalls tailored. And they're great. Go to Henrietta, get you a pair. So, what I need to do is I need to take this piece, run the electric, I ran the electric, but run it through the back here. It's got to go through the back, and then this will sit up in there. So, let me try to fish that through there. You know, I said this harkens me back to my youth. One of my earliest memories growing up on the farm in rural Ohio, I was helping my dad. I was 4, so I was helping my dad in the garage, and I was known to be, I don't know, what do you want to say, a mouthy little kid? Always talking, always had something to say. Annoying might be a good word to use. So that goes like that. Now, with my dad and his tools, if you're going to use his tools, number 1, don't use his tools. Number 2, if you sneak tools, you better get them back. And he knew right where they went. Like he had, our farm was built in 1911, and by my great-grandpa George. And so everything was made of wood. The garage, I'm helping him in the garage. So if he would take like 2 nails, nail them side by side, set his hammer there. That's where the hammer went. Don't take the hammer and put it this way. It goes this way, okay? My dad loved his tools. I'm the same way. I love my bib overalls. But anyway, I was being particularly annoying. You know, you're holding the flashlight for your dad. And now this is the part that goes on the top. And it used to reflect the light down, and it also stopped the heat from going up and burning up your ceiling. So I'm going to put that back on. So that particular day, as I was being particularly annoying, ooh, boy, that is in there tight. And my dad kept telling me to be quiet in no uncertain terms. And you can understand, being a 4-year-old boy working in the garage, I just, you know, it was very difficult. Very difficult. So I didn't do it. I just kept on going. Well, this thing is in here. I'm having trouble. But really, there's just 2 screws on this. There, I got one. So, as my dad gets more and more frustrated, I don't notice. I mean, because I'm just a kid. What do I know? There we go. There we go. And
I guess I had got my last 6 warnings, and
My dad turned around, and these bib overalls back in the day used to have a little hook on the back, little belt loop. My dad picked me up, hung me on that nail on the wall, and he went outside and mowed the lawn. Different times. Different ways to get your kids to do what you want them to do.
he came back in and got me down off of there, and he had calmed down, and I think I took a nap while I was out there. So all's well that ended well. The only thing that's not ending well is I am not getting this to go back on there. I feel like it should be going there. I think I'm there. I think I'm there. Yep, there, I got that one. Yeah, should have my daughter out here holding the flashlight for me. She's old enough, she won't do it anymore. There we go. She lived that life, and I don't think she might have some trauma from it, I guess that's not funny, but she's old enough to laugh about it now, and I guess that's all right. But anyway, back to this light that's giving me so much trouble. And you're using these slot head screwdrivers that they used back in the 60s. All right, there it is.
It goes in there like that. Can you see that?
So now, let's see, this right here is the spring that holds the globe in. So I just got to push it up here, and then I got to push it in this slot down here one at a time. If I can. Uh-oh, it's coming loose, coming loose. I'm doing a very poor job of showing you how this works today, and I want to apologize for that. But, sometimes I think you get what you pay for, and, well, everything's kind of free here. But anyway, that goes in there like that. Then you just squeeze that out. The globe goes right there. I've got the globe laying around here somewhere, but it'll go in there. I'm going to get it installed, and when I get done and you take the tour, you're going to see it. All you have to do is hook this up to the electric. You've got an electric light.